Not doing much today other than building. I got a few things done after the last stream. Started putting together some of the crafting areas over here. It's gonna be a mix of beyond stations and vanilla stuff and some deco stuff. Some of that's for mods that I have, outfits. What's up, Val? There ain't no food is around here. Food is in. Don't. There ain't none in this Hyborian age. Anyway, getting the smithing stuff moved over here. Get settled in. Carpentry stuff. I hope they're having fun. Might have to change that. That's uneven. That up for me up here. Nothing upstairs in it. Upstairs is probably going to be an apartment or something. I figured out I fixed the height issue here for the training grounds. That's a lot of space. No. I have to make more room for more troops. I could use that right there. So far, all we got. View of it. Building, now we're going to be building out this way. Almost getting to where I'm going to put her residence. Got some stuff. Let me get. You can use both, but taut you gotta put at the very bottom. I'm mainly using taut for the customization character customization. I dumped IQOL and Fashionist and the Passion body and Alkalonian female. That's why she looks a little bit different than she used to a couple days ago. But I tried to get her as close as I could. Good job getting to work. This building here is probably going to come down. I don't know. Probably. That's all I've been doing today. It's all felt like doing is chilling and building. Pretty quiet. All this stuff built before gets attacked. There'll probably be some changes here or there. You know how it is. Oop. Place. Oop. Yes, sir. On PC and a bunch of mods. I don't have it on PlayStation. I played the base vanilla so long and so many times. I was like, well, you know, it's time to start using mods. This is a modded build set here. I don't know if you can use mods for Exiles on Xbox. You can't on PlayStation, I'm pretty sure. Because most of these, you know, almost all these mods add assets. And PlayStation has strict rules about that. Alright. Most of the crafting stuff, we're going to have to get their beds moved. Your building skills are probably much better than mine. My building skills are mediocre at best, I think. This is what I'm working on. There'll probably be a few change ups here and there. But her house is probably going to be up a bit higher back that way. This house here, I'm about to eliminate. It's a build by eradication. I like his builds, but trying to do what I'm doing here because the terrain's so messy to work with. It's very hard to find a flat piece of terrain large enough on the Shem map. This is the Legend of Shem map. A lot different than Exiles, and it's huge. I'm going to be going to bed here soon. This here is my barracks for my troops. And I had this mod called Thralls Are Alive. You assign them to those beds, and then you use this desk up here to give them tasks and duties like training and patrolling and stuff like that. I thought I picked up a bunch of torches. Did it destroy them? I think it did. For now. Alright, we got some light over here at least, finally. More torches. Get some light over here. Not a whole lot, but some light. Hey, what's going on? We're on a path. Just joined your channel the other day when we were streaming, actually. Found you, subscribed. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you stopping by. It's a fun game. I'm in single player. I'm not on a server. But even if I did a role play server for about 3 years, and the population was always maxed. Even I had a hard time getting on my own server sometimes because the population was full. But I ran it for 3 years. I loved me some Conan Exiles. All right. What else have we got to move? We got my troops moved. You can mod this game with any. You think about it, there's probably a mod for it. If you play it on PC, you can't mod on consoles. I don't think. Star Wars: The Old Republic. I haven't played that in a while. I played it. I was in the beta, and then I played it from launch for about 10 years, and then I just finally got a little burnt out on it, and then they moved it to what's the name of that company? They take over MMOs that go into maintenance mode. So they did that. I kind of gave up on it. My daughter still plays it, and I might pick it back up one of these days if I get to missing it really bad. Sometimes I do miss Star Wars: The Old Republic, but eh. It was fun. I'll tell you a game I really miss and Sony really screwed it up was Star Wars Galaxies. That's a game I miss, and I'm not talking about after their their mess up with their combat enhancements and all that. The first combat enhancement they did is when I left Star Wars Galaxies because it sucked. It was pretty bad. I stopped playing EverQuest for Star Wars Galaxies. Right. Don't think I've heard of that one. That ain't that one. That ain't that multiplayer one, is it? That everybody's raving about. I might have to change up those railings. I'm using 2 different types, and they don't match up real well. Alright, I still got stuff over here we gotta move. You know, I'm going to end up making of those. What? Dinner's smelling good. All right, I think I'm pretty. Oh, got these chests in here. Conan Exiles, if you like survival games, it's probably one of the best ones out there. Now, the devs are their last update or major content update. They did break a bunch of stuff, and then they put out this letter about mid time last year saying that they're not going to do any more content updates until they get bugs squashed. And they've had a few patches fixing bugs, so I think they're living up to their word on it, at least for right now. They're fixing bugs and trying to straighten out some code. I mean, this game is getting up there in age, but it's held up pretty well. What is this? I mean, graphically, gameplay, it's a pretty good game. Combat is not overcomplicated. And it takes, there's not like a crap ton of combo skill moves you got to learn with the combat. Yeah, that multiplayer stuff I'm just not into. I used to play games like that years ago, but I've gotten older. My reflexes have gotten slower. PvP is a younger person's game. It's not mine anymore. I used to PvP a ton in World of Warcraft and Star Wars The Old Republic. I lived, eat, and breathed PvP. But as I've gotten older, my reactions have gotten slower. My patience with some of the stupid things people say during PvP has gotten worse. Oop. Lost in my own building here. I used to smack talk with the best of them. Now I just don't have the patience for smack talking and shit. Nope, that needs to go in the other one. Sometimes in Conan Exiles, it's nice just to build. It can be relaxing gathering materials and just building. And that's what we're doing today. We're getting Sarah the Cimmerian's home squared away. Getting ready to tear this building down. Because I had a different idea on what her home should be. Plus the terrain on this map. This is a modded map. player made, and the terrain, it can be a little difficult to work with. Alright, we're just going to put her bed in here for now. This ain't going to be her house. We got to get everybody else moved. I'll carry her along with it. Who is she anyway? Which one is she? He is the herbalist. Whoop. I think my nudity is still on. Now's a fine time to check it. Yeah, Bronny, you can go full on nude in this game if you want. Yes, ma'am. So if you ever stream it, you got to be sure that nudity filter's on. The character creator, I will say, is even more finely detailed than Baldur's Gate 3. Who's he? He is. God dang it! Stop doing that. He is the blacksmith, one of the smiths. Dang it. I'm gonna have to make him get up. That's the problem with trying to move them when they're laying on it. Okay. Of course, them sleeping in their workshop is temporary until I get this place fixed up. She's the cook. I know she's the cook. I don't have to look because that's what I dressed the cook in. One of the new outfits from the Crown store. I'm going to put the cook over here. Well, you probably won't be the only one sleeping there, but that's where we're going to put that. Okay. It's getting close to break time for me. I'll take periodic breaks, stretch my legs and stuff, get some of this stuff done. Maybe take 10 minutes, grab a bite to eat, all that stuff here, and then continue. There's another bed. Target. There you go. So you gotta take them breaks, especially I got a bad back and legs and stuff, injury sustained when I was in the military, so I gotta get up and stretch my legs, take a few minutes every now and then, because I stream sometimes 4 to 6 hours, depending. What was I going to put her? Oh, yeah, I'll put this bed. Is that the last bed that needed to be moved? I think that was the last thing that needed to be moved out of here. Start tearing it down. Be sure. Oh, nope. More beds. Oh, those are, I can destroy those for now. Wait, one I won't. One I need to move for the new troop we got last stream when we went into that abandoned mine. I need to get him assigned and start training him. Her new boyfriend, she dumped the last guy. He was a nobody. This guy was a named fighter, renowned throughout Shem. So she dumped her nobody and got herself a new boyfriend. This guy right here. See how good he is at following through all this. Okay. Truaid. Um, Start setting up the training so he can get started. going? Oh. Where's he going? Uh, Noise. That's what we needed. Alright. So now we're gonna get her new bow assigned to start some training. See if this is gonna work, because he ran off. There he is. Look at that. He rolled right off. What a dumbass. Now he's got to go all the way back around there. Those were supposed to prevent that. Maybe I need to get the bigger ones. You almost did it again. Alright, so our new boyfriend's training, getting stronger. Now I believe that is it. I can start tearing this one down. No, got that. My sorting chest. What? No, it's not. No. Now we can tear that sucker down. Alright, everybody's been moved. So the place is only partially complete. We still got quite a bit to go here. I gotta get her back down. You know, where I picked it up. I did. Must have destroyed it. Thought that. I don't know. Maybe I just might make this hurt. Shouldn't need nothing too big, I guess. This ain't gonna be her place. It's just temporary. Alright. Alright, so now's about time for that break. Grab me a bite to eat. Take about 10 minutes. He is going to hang out by the troops in case there's an ambush. They take a minute. But, be back in about 10 minutes or so. Well, y'all don't mind me. I'm just sitting here eating my dinner for a minute. See if move her up different area where we're going to be building out. See if I can get think about how I'm going to do it. Got to fill this area out. Places for people to live, play, recreate, you name it. Thinking. Yeah, I'm still going to put her residence up in there. Need to get the stove down so I can. Look at that. They're so smart. They're going to work and stuff where I got all those stations placed. I think they're going to put the taller fences up around there, that part. Knows how. We're having leftovers tonight is a kind of a Tex-Mex casserole, chicken casserole. It's really good. Last night. Oh, we're gonna do this. First, we're gonna fix that so they stop falling off. Ah, got a little crazy there. Got to use the. Oh, that look alright. Something different. In that place while overlapping another object. Gotta be careful with that destruction hammer. That fencing breaks it up a little bit. Like that. Like that instead. Yeah. I like that better. I don't know. Yeah, I'll leave that fence in there. Should I match it all the way around? Alright, that should keep them from falling off now. If you're playing, you're wondering about this training thing, its thralls are alive. It's a really cool mod, but there is some setup. And I seem to have misplaced my drink somewhere. But there is some setup to it. But once you get it going, it looks pretty cool when you get it going and all your followers are sitting at tables, partying, drinking, having a good old time, training. It it only works on your fighter thralls. You cannot use it on your crafting thralls, or should I say followers, recruits. So you have to use the living settlements stuff, the vanilla living settlements for the crafters. There's flames shooting out there and smoke. They pick that up. You don't want flames shooting at the floor. Figure something else out to light in there. Alright. Let's get these here. And I gotta go find where I put my drink. I'll be right back. I think I'm going to do something I hadn't done in a while on the stream. Let's get in Discord and Levistro's channel. Anybody that has it wants to join. I've done that a while on one of my streams. You'll talk stuff. Find it again. I have so many. There it is. I'm in the lounge. If anybody that's on Levistro's Discord wants to join.
Hey, Bo, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? I haven't done this in a while. Hey, everybody, this is Levistro. Joined us in voice. Sarah the
Yeah.
Cimmerian just filling out her place.
Yeah, I just logged on. I've been gone all day.
We got rid of the building that was there in favor of our new build, which is turning out actually looking pretty good.
What assets are these?
Huh?
What assets are these? I don't recognize these assets.
This is. Hold on. Whoop. Hope I hit the right button. Building pieces, and some I hadn't even learned yet, but I got deco and placeables. This one has full houses you can use.
Oh, wow.
Some of them are just copies of the Sepamuru buildings. And I may use them. Or further out. The Beyond Stations people, the people that did Beyond Stations and Beyond Smithing and stuff like that, they also have one that's in demo. Well, not a demo, but an alpha stage right now where they got full buildings. You don't have to actually build the building. You just got to place some foundations and put a building on top of it. And I may end up adding that sooner or later. I've had it before, but this one is the it's not Desert Town. I have Desert Town, but I haven't learned it yet because it's got some stuff I want to mix and match with this. Hang on, let me get it.
Oh, Patty was in the chat. Hi, Patty.
Yeah, I think she was driving home from work.
Yeah. Don't text and drive, kids. That's wrong.
Need to browse my subscribed. All right, so I've got Sand and Stone, Northern Timber. Got those. Those will be mostly for Isle of Sipta, though.
Yeah.
Shem is mostly desert. It's the medium building set. Stygia Collection. Is that the name of it? Yeah. It's
Ah,
called Stygia Collection 1.3.1. That's the name of the mod that I'm using most of the pieces from right now.
mm,
But I got some stuff to other stuff to mix and match with it, but I haven't learned them yet. All these right here, Desert Town.
yeah.
So it's got some pieces in there that would go good with this as well, and vice versa. But I gotta learn them.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn the veneer cabin set that came out not too long ago.
Yeah, I got that. Oh, which reminds me. Let's see if there's anything new in the bazaar.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Got that. I'm not. I made the mistake of paying the price for that, and you don't get a whole lot for it. The Camboosian stuff, it's cool outfits, but there's not enough with it. And
Yeah, I'm thinking about making a video on that.
and the Lost Pirate set, I'm not going to buy because there's not enough with it for 1,000. That's all you get.
Yeah.
And the bone armor there, it don't interest me.
No, I got those over time, so I already have all the pieces.
And just that curio cabinet is 500. I'm not interested in that. I might get some of these wall paints. That's something new. And it's still 170. I'll buy it. Yeah, I don't mind.
I don't use the wall paints much, but when I do decide to use them, I'm like, I'd rather have them and not use them, or than not have them and wish I did.
Well, they'll go better. They won't go good in this desert set unless you can change the textures and stuff on them. But they'll be good for like the median and some of them other sets.
Yeah.
Eventually,
I'm hoping they bring back the Acer set, because combine the Acer with the median sets, it would look really good, especially for like the arcs, like some of the arcs you can use for the roofs and stuff. Give it a nice look, but they haven't come back out with it yet.
Now, I decided to do this because everywhere I go on the Legend of Shem map, it's terrain like this. There's nothing really flat, and if you do find flat places, it's not a very large area at all. So I'm doing something I've never done, and that's try and work with rolling terrain to make the place. I think it's coming out all right.
Huh? It is. Looks nice.
And I'm trying to keep it, since it's Shem, I'm trying to keep it, desert style. I've got some changes to make, like these railings and stuff don't match the different textures, so there's some things I got to change. I may change out some windows, put different style windows in there. But we're about to start working up this way, because right about here is going to be, then this area is going to be her house. And then we got to work out this way.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a chilling and building Monday is all it was. She needed a break. She was doing a lot of running around the last episode. Got ambushed a few times. A couple of those ambushes didn't turn out too well. Because I was definitely surprised and wasn't prepared.
By the way, you got 5 people watching and only 4 likes. Someone's not doing their part.
Yeah. I've noticed it fluctuates. I get more views on Rumble.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And then I get more views on Rumble, and I'm posting them on Steam too. You can I post them after the stream is over, and I'm getting a ton of views off Steam.
Yeah.
So then I asked the AI. I said, why am I getting, 300 views on Steam and only 20 on YouTube? And then he says, don't think of it as a competition. Well, how the hell else am I supposed to think about it? Because you're not pushing my stuff out there for people to see.
Well, what I started doing is I asked ChatGPT to analyze all my videos and see what I'm doing wrong, because it's algorithm.
Yeah.
And it was doing, okay, here's some here's what you got to do, and here's some algorithm friendly things. So I get more people viewing in the live chat over time compared to before, but I still have about the same amount until well, I don't think I can say Dragoncast for sure, because Sandy Peterson was supposed to be on that time, but we had over 100 views that time period. So I was like,
Well, I don't get a lot of concurrence. But I do get a lot of my views pick up after. But when I started putting them on Steam, sharing them on Steam, the views just dominate what I get off YouTube from Steam.
And part of that, I do believe, is YouTube is a general audience. It's a very popular
because Steam is
it's more niche
gamers, people that
would be like, okay, I want to see if I want to buy this and watch this video. And then you got people I noticed the community for Conan Exiles is it's kind of like Skyrim almost. They're still playing the game. They're still showing their character arcs. They're still showing their builds. So they got a very loyal base there.
I think Funcom, even Dennis from Heels versus Babyface, was playing Exiles today with a few other people. This one guy, I guess he streams with or partners with, started a server. I caught it this morning, and they were playing Conan Exiles. It's like having a resurgence, it seems like.
Well, the guy we were going to have before he had to cancel because of the holidays and stuff, Abe's going to get you. Depends on how you want to know him. He has his own server, and he's still playing that thing. He tried to get me in a server back when we had a server, and I was like, well, I already have a server. Shut it down, because when I came back in there after 3 or 4 months, no one was in there. I was like, well, no, I'm not paying $50-some every time. If no one's could be using it.
First started that server, within the first few days, I tried to mention to you, I said, it's only a few of us doing this, and people are going to get interested in other things, and nobody's going to be playing on your server as much.
Well, yeah. Well, I know. I had the same feeling, but I wanted to try something different. My whole thing is trying to build a community. I'm not trying to do this whole.
If you were going to do that, I don't think I ever really suggested it. You should have just made the server public, and then as it grew, and you get people donating to help maintain the cost of the server, then you increase the population allowance on it. You should have made it public instead of just the people that watch your channel or you partner with.
Yeah, but I think for now I probably won't do it. Another server like that, because I also think I have a lot of subscribers, kind of like you do, but I don't have a lot of active views.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
If I were to start it again, it would be public. And
Yeah.
if I were to do it again, I don't know if I would do another role play server because I'd stream, and there's freaky
Yeah.
people on role play servers. There
That's
are.
another reason why I did it on private, because there's some people that, like, it's like when you have people coming into your house, like, it's not my house, I don't have to worry about shit. And you're like, no,
Yeah,
you're being an
well,
asshole.
if you're going to have a public, you got to have people willing to help moderate it. And
Yeah, that's their thing. I don't gonna have just random people moderating things. Like, no. I've seen where that goes.
well,
So,
when I was running mine, that's how I had to get started. It was just
mhm.
people I didn't even know. And I had to trust they knew what they were doing. I didn't give them access to reboot the server or anything until I started trusting them. And then I
Yeah.
gave them limited capabilities like that. And it
Hmm.
helped quite a bit. And some of the people were better at designing events and stuff, keeping people busy. That's why my server lasted 3 years.
Yep.
It just I increased the population cap, but the dang server cost was over $200 a month, and I had like 4 people that would help donate, but they were only doing $5, $10, which is fine. Any
Hmm.
bit helps. I wouldn't
Yeah.
don't take that as a complaint, but it wasn't enough, and I was paying the rest out of pocket, and I couldn't afford it. And nobody
Yeah.
else, my population on my server was always capped, and nobody else was donating. I was like, I'm shutting this shit down. I, you know,
Hmm.
I don't want to have to charge people to play, but I needed people to at least volunteer some money to help pay for it if they were going to play.
Yeah.
And I never demanded anybody pay, but it's like, well, I can't afford, you know, the rest of this every month. I,
Oh no, I agree. It's and that's the hard thing, especially when you're doing content creation and stuff. Is like for me, I don't think about people donating me super chats and stuff. I just want to entertain people, and I want to give people what's the right word? I can't. I just lost my chain of thought. But I just want people to have rebuild a gaming community and have people play games and feel like there's a place for them. But if I can't keep this server going, I'm not Bruce fucking Wayne here.
yeah,
I'm not gonna be able to do it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry. Like Val was asking me, it's like, hey, are no servers down? I was like, yeah. It's like no one was using the server. I would have kept it up. I would have kept it up if someone was still in the server.
yeah.
But you were having your personal life at that time going on, and I didn't know when you'd be back. Val hadn't shown up for a while, and then he starts showing up after I shut down the server. So it's like, yeah, I was the only one there. I was like, it hurt, it sucked, but I was like, you know what, that's fine. But then we started playing this game. Me and Karis's crew. What was it game? Starship Troopers Extermination. You could have up to 16 people playing co-op.
Well, I saw y'all playing some of it. I watched a little bit of that one night. Looked
Hmm?
pretty fun, but I don't know. I'm just not into
Well, I loved the movie, so I like playing the game. But I like to spend sometimes I like to spend time with games like this or even RTS games. Like I'm thinking about uh, playing Caesar and Cleopatra again. Those are like Roman and ancient Egypt city building sims,
it.
and just use the films as recording for my news, like the background.
I don't know where to
Because I know
go
I'm
from
okay.
here. Oh,
I
sorry.
don't know where
Go
to
ahead.
go. No, I'm just trying to fill out this noise. I'm just being the background noise.
I don't know where I should take it from here. Is that when I started doing this, when I started building this, I just
Hmm.
started putting foundations down. Said, all right, I'm just going to go with it. Go where the foundations take me. And so far, it's come out pretty good.
Nice. Looks really nice.
At least I think it has.
And that's the important part, right?
Yeah.
Right now I'm experimenting with round buildings.
Yeah, these got some round building pieces as well, and I haven't really figured a way to start using them yet. There's better builders than me that use them. I'll tell you that. The Nemedian, that Nemedian modded Nemedian set that adds Nemedian pieces has rounded stuff. So does this desert.
Well, I caved. I went and got the Chronicle of War Chapter 2 assets.
What'd you get?
The Chronicle of War Chapter 2 assets.
Does it show? I don't know. Does that bazaar have more pages, or is that just what's on sale right now?
That's what's on sale right now. So you got the Cimmerian Grand Champion collection, and then the upper.
I was just wondering if
right,
it had more pages.
No, just
this right here. Oh yeah, I got that too.
Yeah. I was thinking about it.
Set of armor. It's
yeah.
Cool looking.
Yeah, the Panoply of Terror. Or are you talking about the other one?
The one that comes with that Chapter 2 stuff.
Yeah, there's two of them. There's the Arraignment of Relic Hunting, and then there's Panoply of Terror. It's a heavy armor set. Oh, there's another one. You look like a freaking mummy, though. But they got like treasure piles in there and all kinds of cool stuff. Supposedly relic hunter assets. Pretty cool stuff, I think.
If they keep up with the patches, I might support them again. If they keep up with these bug fixes they're doing. Because I'd rather them fix their bugs than add more content right now.
Well, yeah, that too. I want the bugs fixed, but I do notice they've been fixing some stuff. They've been fixing pretty decent, and then they overhauled the magic system.
Yeah.
Which I actually kind of like the new magic system.
That's gonna be 2 rooms right there. This is going to be the way in. This is going to be like the front porch. Go ahead and get the... trying to picture it in my head now. And sometimes what you picture in your head, it just doesn't come out the way you picture it.
Mm-hmm. I stopped doing that. I just okay, I'm going to put this block down, and I'm going to see what happens next. That's how my builds are now. And then later I'm like, you know what? I want to change this. I'll knock down a whole section just to rebuild it. The only thing I do know is when I start out a new game and stuff, I have a 3x3 room. Just because of the whole build a chair, build a table, build a stove type of deal. But now lately, I've also started building separate rooms for like the smithy and stuff. Like my current place right now actually has. Let's see, I'm in it right now. So let me take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings. Each one is a different room. Like I have an armorer's room. I have smithy, the tannery, and what's this one again? Oh yeah, the carpenter.
Here's my smith right here. Now, over in the other building, I was using the miniature beyond stations because there just wasn't enough room. But I went with the bigger ones here because there's room. And I'm not going to leave that bed there. I'm eventually going to have places for them to sleep. Here's the armor, tannery. You know, he does some tanning in there. Dye bench. I like the big dye bench. You get one with Beyond Stations, a smaller one that you can use that you put on top of a table, but I do like that big one. And these looms are from one of the clothing mods I use now that I got because I'm no longer using IQOL. I'm no longer using Fashionist. I dropped them, and the Tot customization is not compatible with Aquilonium females or Passion Body, so I had to drop those too. That's why she looks a little different now.
Yeah.
Because I had to drop those, but I got more outfit mods that'll fit the body now. I got more fashion choices for everybody. But I put the carpentry up here, and see there's a couple of stations here. And some of this is for decos and stuff that, you can't craft in the artisan bench. That's just an extra artisan bench, it looks like. That's a bunch of artisan stuff. It's Reward Maker's Table is what it's called, but I like the way it looks, so I was just mainly using it as a deco.
Nice.
I guess it's an artisan bench as well. But this is one of the Beyond Station artisan bench. And the Beyond Station, what the Beyond Stations does, it combines different benches, like the Tinker's bench and the one where you make all your weapon modifications and stuff, are all combined into the blacksmith station.
Oh, nice.
So you scroll down here to the bottom, you can see at the blacksmith station, you can craft all your modifications and stuff. Jewelry, it replaces that bench too. It just combines it all into this one bench. You can still place them out there if you want, but saves room. Same thing with the armor station. It combines a bunch of stuff like the tanning table. You see all the tanning table recipes here. Strip hide, and all that shit. Puts it all in the armor bench. And that's Beyond Stations armor bench. So, it's pretty cool. I like the Beyond Stations. You get the tier 1, on the Beyond Stations, there's different tiers. And a tier 1 is like regular speed. It's affected by what crafter you use, and that's what I use. And is the tier 1, because when you start getting up there, the tier 2 increases the speed of the crafting substantially. Tier 3 and 4 starts doubling your output, and I noticed that when I was playing, when I was on Exile Lands map, I was using those tier 4 stations, and I was going to make some Godbreaker. Well, next thing I know, I got I had enough to make 2 sets for my followers, and next thing I know, I got 4 sets of Godbreaker. It doubles your output. So, and I didn't want that. I thought that was a little over.
OP.
Yeah, a little OP being able to craft all that at one time, just doubling output without using the resources to double the output. So I just use the tier 1 stations. Because I go through, you go through all this effort to gather the material, I'm going to use it. It's like I don't, even though I fly around, when I'm building, I'm not in builder mode. I'm using the resources I gathered.
Awesome.
You go into builder mode, you don't use any resources.
Yeah. I hate that part. Like when it comes to creative building, I might use it to like flesh out a concept, but I do like being able to pull my resources.
Yeah. I mean, you go through all this effort to gather them.
Yeah, might as well use them.
Yeah. So the floor of her house is coming out now. Starting to shape up. This is going to be a room here. Maybe 2 rooms. It's pretty big. This is going to be a room. This will be a room. And up here will be a couple rooms. Then, I think, is going to be... Hold on. Creeping up in my head. I want those fences. I want these fences.
I could just imagine if you were able to deform the land, like you can in Shrouded and stuff.
Which would do, because I would flatten it for sure.
Yeah, well, not just that. I have a feeling that you would probably try to experiment with the top of the mountain and put her head on the top of right above the village, like Mount Rushmore. Don't be wrong. I probably would try. I'd be like, But the only reason I wouldn't do it is because it saves real time. So if I make a mistake, I can't go back and fix it. Like, go back in a save and come back in. I'll be like, no! He looks like that guy from the Goonies. What's his name? Chucky. The derpy looking guy. No, what'd you do to my guy?
Oh, cool, but the tall window, how's that going to affect height issues is what I'm worried about there. Same thing with that.
I gotta head out. I gotta do a couple of things, and I gotta try to get this one video up and running about GitHub. There's like, no, we don't know why GitHub banned all these developers. I'm like, I do. I know why. I read the TLS. They changed it. They changed it because of the payment process. They use Stripe, and Stripe made a rule, and the combination of all these people banned were their, well, Gunner developers and Gunner modders. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. So I'm making a video on that. I'm like, yeah, here's why you got to read the TOS, and here's some options. I looked at some options for that because I'm like, yeah, it's not cool, but whatever. But other than that, I'm glad to see you're doing fine, Bo. Everyone else, like the stream and give my boy some love. See you later, Bo.
I'll be here for a while. Have a good one, man.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can make this work. Let's see. No, storm glass won't look good there. Is there a slope? Kind of slope this. Let's see. Not the wall there. That Turanian roof matches really well. The Turanian roof pieces. That's really good. But it's not going to be all, I'm not going to use Turanian roof on the whole thing. Right there looked pretty good. Oop. Well, now I know how big those pieces are. Well, those are glass. No. Yeah, Hmm. Oh, those are the ends. Why it look? That'll look better. Yep. I'm on that roof. At Yeah. Hey. And I'll be right back. I can get these drink refill and stuff, stretch my legs. I'll be right back.